Welcome back to my channel, where we break down the most gripping movies in minutes. Today, we're diving into the Nollywood hit Miss PJ. This drama thriller tells the story of Peace Jamila, a courageous young woman determined to protect her community from a horrifying menace. Settle in as we unravel the twists and turns of this suspenseful tale. Let's get started. The movie opens with Peace Jamila, or PJ for short, played by the ever-talented Bimbo Ademoye. Fresh out of university, PJ is assigned to Otididin Grammar School as part of her NYSC program. The village, nestled in rural Nigeria, looks peaceful, but something feels off. PJ, full of optimism, introduces herself to the school staff, including Principal Adeyemi, Sola Saboil. Adeyemi's stern demeanor and cryptic remarks hint that the village hides deep secrets. As PJ settles into her role as a teacher, she quickly becomes fond of her students, particularly Beezy, a bright girl who dreams of escaping the village's oppressive atmosphere. Not long after PJ's arrival, she hears whispers about a string of gruesome murders. The victims? Young women found lifeless under chillingly similar circumstances. The village is gripped by fear, and curfews are imposed. PJ begins noticing strange behavior around her: paranoid villagers, men sneaking off at odd hours, and cryptic warnings from Festus, Charles Okocha, the town's self-proclaimed hustler. One chilling moment occurs when PJ visits the market and overhears a group of women talking about the curse of the blood moon, a superstition tied to the village's dark history. Unable to ignore the horrors unfolding around her, PJ decides to take matters into her own hands. She befriends Officer Fabi, Ibrahim Chadha, a determined but overworked policeman struggling to solve the case. Together, they start piecing together fragments of evidence. Meanwhile, PJ discovers that the victims had one thing in common: they were all young girls from poor families. This clue leads her to suspect that the murders might not be random acts of violence, but part of something far more sinister. PJ's curiosity doesn't sit well with everyone. Some villagers accuse her of meddling in affairs she doesn't understand. Principal Adeyemi, though protective of PJ, warns her to stay focused on her teaching duties and leave the investigation to the authorities. One emotionally charged scene shows PJ confronting a group of elders who dismiss her concerns. This moment highlights the movie's underlying commentary on power dynamics and the silencing of women's voices. Things take a darker turn when Beezy, PJ's favorite student, goes missing. A frantic search ensues, but hope dwindles as the hours pass. PJ, driven by guilt and determination, refuses to give up. In one heart-stopping sequence, PJ sneaks into a local herbalist's hut after suspecting his involvement. Inside, she finds ritualistic items, including blood-stained clothes and charms linked to the victims. Before she can leave, the herbalist returns, and PJ barely escapes unnoticed. With Fabi's help, PJ pieces together a horrifying truth: the murders are tied to a ritual for political power. The killer, a powerful figure in the community, is targeting young girls as sacrifices to secure kingship. PJ shares her findings with Principal Adeyemi, who finally reveals her own suspicions. This marks a turning point in their relationship, as Adeyemi becomes PJ's ally. Determined to stop the killings, PJ organizes a town meeting. She gives a fiery speech, urging the villagers to unite and take a stand against the evil threatening their community. Her bravery inspires the women, who step forward to support her despite the risks. One of the most poignant moments shows PJ comforting a grieving mother, vowing to bring the culprit to justice. As PJ gets closer to exposing the killer, the stakes couldn't be higher. Her life is now in danger, and even Fabi warns her to be cautious. But PJ remains resolute, determined to see her mission through. The final act is a masterclass in suspense, with PJ racing against time to prevent another murder. The atmosphere is electrifying, with haunting music and fast-paced action sequences keeping viewers on edge. Will PJ manage to stop the killer and save the village, or will the forces of evil prevail? You'll have to watch Miss PJ to find out. This Nollywood masterpiece is a thrilling ride from start to finish, blending mystery, drama, and a powerful message of courage. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. What other Nollywood movies should we break down next? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video.